Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're looking at learning SPSS with me. Yeah, an introduction to SPSS. Yeah, so in just 10 minutes you're going to be learning about the basics of SPSS. It's an analysis software. Yeah, so to begin with, just before I begin, I want to thank all my subscribers who have subscribed to the channel. Continue liking the channel, subscribing and sharing my videos. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe on the red button below, and also click the notification bell so that when I upload any video it notifies of a new video. So let's just learn together today. Yeah, so to begin with, I've opened my SPSS. This is the window, the SPSS, and on the window we have two spreadsheets. We have the variable view and the data view. The data view, this is where your data appears, in SPSS, and the variable, this is where the variables of your data appear. And when you look at this data view, it has very many icons. But let's start with the basics, the knowledge. Here we have in the column 1 we have the name. This is the name of your variable. This is where your name of variable may appear, and the type. So for the type, you have to indicate whether your variable is a numeric variable, whether it's a digit. If it's a string, then it's like a word. If it's a comma, you indicate. So if it's a numeric, you click on numeric and tap OK. It's a variable, it's numeric. And let me just name this as maybe ID. The variable is numeric, and the width here indicates the width, the digits, whether you want it the length of your variable, whether it should be 8 centimeters wide or less, but let's just make it to 5. Decimals, if you need any decimals on your digit, since it's numeric, you can indicate. If you don't need, you just put to 0. Then the label, this is the column where you put the name that you want to appear to on your variable when you're doing analysis. And here we're going to label it identification. And the values here is where we do the coding of data. I'll look at that. This is where we code our data if we want to code any variable we want. And any missing variables, you indicate they're none, say none. Column width, this is a column width. Either you need it to 8 or 7 or 5, you indicate a line where you want the variable to be aligned in a data view, and here we're going to say left. Measures, if it's an ordinal or scale or nominal variable. Ordinal are these variables that come after the other. For example, let's say the level of education, it's an ordinal variable that kindergarten comes first, then we go to primary, then we go to high school or secondary, then we go to tertiary, university, and postgraduate. So that's an ordinal variable. Then nominal, these are variables that don't have a particular order. And then we also have scalar variables. The kind of input is their input or target, you indicate. So that's it. So our variable identification, we have none. We're not going to code it. Missing values, we have none. We want it to be left aligned. It's a scalar variable. So let's indicate another variable like 6. And we're going to still make this numeric. You can indicate, and you get to let it to 5, and decimals 0. Then I'm going to say 6 or gender. like our data. If you're doing demographic data, you need all those demographic features on the population. Then we're going to code our 6 coding. You let me just go back there. You go right here on this button and click, and then label. It indicates that value 1 is going to show that this is a male. Then we add, and value 2 will be female. Then we add, then we press OK. Values missing none. Columns are going to let it to 6 and left aligned. And this has no particular order, so it's an ordinal variable. Input, yeah, that's the input. Yeah. So let's do just one more. That is maybe education. So we're going to make it numeric. Or let me just indicate string for learning purposes. To be a string, that means those are characters. 7, small 0, and label, that is level of education. Coding, this is very important, how to code data. For all any other data that is categorized, this is how you code data in SPSS. So just go to the categories, to the value section, and code your data. So you're going to say 1. So this is an ordinal variable. You're going to say 1 is primary. 2 is secondary. 3 is university or tertiary education. Yeah, so let's just indicate university. So in your data, maybe you've interviewed people, and those that are in who stopped at primary level, they indicate. Those who stopped at secondary level, they indicate. And those who stopped at university or tertiary education, you indicate in your data set where you've collected from the data you've collected. Yeah. And then after you press OK, you have none missing values. Column, you're going to let it 7 left. This is an ordinal variable. Input that. Then let's go to data view. You can still just input your data directly. We're going to put ID 1. Sex related to, it's a numeric, so relate it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. So level of education, I'm going to indicate primary. So we say this is a string variable. Secondary. Yeah, so here we put a small width, so we're going to leave it at that, or you can just go back and make the width longer. And the columns, for the columns, so that you can finish. Let's make it 12. University. Yeah, so I'm just inputting data. So this is our basic data. Yeah, so those are our variables we've entered. I've just done variables up to number 10. Yeah, you can just press this icon to change any cases, or press you can, if you want to see the value labels we've indicated, you just go here. Yeah, and it changes to the value labels. This icon you see here under 1OA, you just press here and it changes to the value labels. Yeah, so if you want to go to do some analysis for like basic frequencies, you just go to under analyze in descriptives and get frequencies. Frequencies are normally for data that doesn't have so many categorized variables. So you're going to see maybe how many females are there in your population and rename them. If you want to see a chart, you can indicate, maybe I want to see a pie chart showing me that, or a bar graph. So let's just press a background, and I want to see the percentages. You press on the percentages and you continue. Yeah, and you press OK. So it has processed, and we see that we have 5 females and 5 males in the population. It is 50-50. Yeah, and the graph is also indicating that. Yeah. So we go back to our data set. Yeah, so that's it on the basics of SPSS, just an introduction to SPSS. Maybe I can just show you how to export data to SPSS. And here, if you need to export data, you go to one window here. So maybe I need to open data. Yeah, it brings you this dialog box, and then you go, if it's an Excel file, you click Excel. Then you go where you kept your Excel file, and so in this case I kept mine on the desktop. I'm going to check my desktop in a file for schools. Yeah, you click on the template you want to open, and it opens. Tells you if you want to read variables from the first row, then you click yes and OK, and the data is exported. So that's it today about SPSS. If you need more tutorials and if you want to study with me further on SPSS, yeah, you can just hit my inbox. I can teach at a slight fee, very small fee, SPSS. Learn with me. Deeper analysis in SPSS. Thank you again. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.